All right, greetings, bros. This is Marcus Bethay, 4th District Director of Public Relations, coming to you with a video edition of our 4th District Chronicle. We're trying something new here. Appreciate the bros' time, your affection, your patience as we work through this. We have our district representative, we have other leaders of district committees, we have our district marshal on. So we just want to take this opportunity to share some information, have a conversation with a few of the brothers, and just continue to build as we get through these difficult times of navigating the pandemic. So hopefully you brothers enjoy this. Please reach out if you have any questions, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to first bring up our illustrious district representative, the 29th, 4th District Representative, my chapter brother Lamar T. Cole. Brother DR, welcome. We appreciate you being here. How you doing?
Good, good. Thanks for having me, Brother District Director of Public Relations, Brother Bethay. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to work on projects that have the district in mind.
Absolutely, absolutely, brother. So, brother, I want to go ahead and just get into, as we have navigated this year, and just trying to push forward. What are your top priorities as we approach our next district meeting coming up here in Youngstown?
Well, given that we're coming off of an unprecedented year, with having to manage and maneuver our way through the COVID, and doing a district meeting, virtually, and trying to put on a good, show for the brothers, and invited guests. Being able to go from, our last, really full district meeting that was in person, and to put on a good show virtually. A lot of things that are going to have to happen in order to do that successfully. So top priority is just from an IT perspective, making sure that we are putting on a good show. The behind the scenes work has to be flawless. We've beefed up our IT team from probably a one-man show to like about a 7-man production, so that we can deliver a quality product. So being able to put on a quality product is probably my top priority there, making sure all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed.
For sure, for sure. And I'll say it's definitely been an experience being on that IT team. We've come a long way from when you first tagged me in to be a part of that, and I'm excited to see what we can put together. I'm looking forward to it.
Sure.
So for us as a district, we always talk about the undergraduates and making sure that we're supporting our undergrads. What do you see as a next step there? What are you proud that we've been able to accomplish, and what do you kind of see as what we need to do next to keep that pipeline, keep the bloodline going with our undergraduates?
All right. No, excellent question. So the undergraduates had a 4th District Undergraduate Summit this past weekend, and I gave a district representative update. And, and that update was, really the state of the undergraduates, the state of the undergrads here in the 4th District. And I just kind of shared, a couple of things that I went over. Right now we have 11 active undergraduate chapters. That is the most that's the most active undergraduate chapters that we've ever had. We've hit that number 11 a couple times over the last 20 years since I've been involved with the district. So I'm happy to say that we're right at our peak, and we have an opportunity to grow. We're targeting a couple areas that we could potentially bring another active undergraduate chapter to the ranks. The brothers over at Capital have been mentoring and working to colonize an undergraduate chapter there in Canton, and then over in Northwest Ohio, and that would be a first. Over in Northwest Ohio, we're looking at about 5 schools over there with hopes of having an undergraduate chapter that would serve those 5 small liberal arts schools. But so from my vantage point, 11 active undergraduate chapters. We have the capacity for 19. I have the capacity of 19. I'd like for us to move towards having, all of the undergraduate chapters, all 19 of those undergraduate chapters active, for that matter. But, growth. And this is the last piece, but most importantly, Brother Bethay, and we've talked about this before, transitioning our undergraduates from being undergraduates and over into the grad chapter. Historically, there's been a gap, where they left their undergraduate chapter, got themselves together, and then transitioned. But we'd like to have that transition more smooth, where they're moving right from undergraduate as an undergraduate, and when they graduate, right into a graduate chapter and being able to serve.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I've heard, and here in Cincinnati, for example, I know other chapters are putting programs in place to help with that transition, to kind of alleviate some of the financial burdens, and also help the undergraduates just get acclimated to expectations of operating as a graduate brother. So, I'll give you your kudos for your efforts, and what you've done to support the undergraduates along the way, bro, for sure.
No doubt. Couldn't do it without the area reps, chapter advisors, and the advising grad chapters. Make no mistake about it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, bro, I think kind of last question for you as you wrap up your tenure as our district representative. I'll say it's been a privilege to work with you, absolutely. But what things are you most proud of, and what do you look forward to doing next? Some people think that the immediate past DR just kind of falls off and rides off into the sunset, but what are you looking forward to doing next?
Well, I guess you got 2 years. You got a 2-year term of office, so sometimes you run short on time in being able to fully implement some of the ideas and things that you put forth. So I jump all over the place a little bit here. A few of the things I'm most proud of is is our investments. We've established an investment committee, so I'm looking forward to, after my tenure's over, that investment, the fourth district investments that that are managed by the investment committee now, newly formed, that flourishes and that continues to grow and be a needed resource for the different district when we talk about from a financial perspective. I'm also proud of one of the things that we're working on, and hopefully this will take off, is establishing a fourth district life membership program. That is something that we started talking about at the top of my administration, and it looks like it may come to fruition. The work that Mel Rand Leach is doing, and brother former Grand Dan Jones, that committee's working, to really put together a fourth district life membership program that will, be twofold. One, it'll benefit, the brother; they'll never have to pay district dues, the rest of their life. And on the flip side, it will give us financial, stability to be able to invest, and grow our treasury and do, more things for the undergrads in terms of scholarship and undergraduate development. Help support, talent hunt programs, things like that. Just some creative ways. So, long story. I'm just looking forward to some of the, the key things that we put in place during our administration. To have a legacy that lives, beyond, me, and just, kind of seeing it develop on a longer term basis.
Yeah. Well, bro, again, I got nothing but admiration for you as a mentor, personally, professionally, fraternally. So I appreciate you taking the time to do this. I am, next we got our district director of reclamation and retention coming up, Brother Prude. So I'm gonna play your reclamation and retention video. Feel free to stay on. I'll keep you on here, and then we're gonna bring up Brother Prude after that.
Okay, and in closing, Brother Bethay, I want to give you your kudos. This is the first. This virtual chronicle is the first. Next level, as the Brother Grand Marion talks about. So I got to give you your props, because you've taken us from a public relations standpoint to a whole another level, and I'm looking forward to nothing but good things. But this project right here, is a separator, for us. So thanks for all that you do and the work that you do, chapter, bro, for the fourth district.
Appreciate you, bro. All right, so now we got a quick video from our district representative, and as soon as we come out of that, we'll bring up Brother Ricardo Prude.
Greetings, brothers of the mighty 4th District. My name is Lamar Cole, and I am the 29th 4th District representative. Established in 1946, the 4th District has grown to over 800 members strong in 35 chapters throughout Ohio and West Virginia. The 4th District has produced doctors, lawyers, corporate executives, educators, elected officials, law enforcement officers, servicemen, entrepreneurs, ministers, actors, entertainers who have all served Omega well. As a district, our chapters have donated countless man-hours through mentoring and social action programs. Our members have contributed hundreds of thousands of dollars in scholarships and philanthropic support to local nonprofits. While we are proud of who we are and what we have accomplished, men of Omega can do more. If you are active and financial, we appreciate your commitment. If you are not active or financial, please join in our quest to elevate Omega's brand to ensure our legacy for another 100 years. Long live Omega Psi Phi Fraternity and the mighty 4th District.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brother Prude, how are you, bro? Good to see you. Thanks for being on here today.
Thanks for inviting me. Good to be here on.
Thank you, sir. So, Brother Prude, we'll go ahead and get right into this. We saw the message from the DR. I know you had a big hand in putting that together. I think you're in an interesting position because you're the district chair in a district that has the international chair right there with you. So, bro, tell us what are some of the directives that you're getting from the international chair, who just happens to be our district brother here, and how you're working to carry out some of those things at the district level.
Yeah, I guess that puts a lot of pressure on me because I'm also the chapter chair also.
Yeah.
But just from an international perspective, the Grand Basilisk wants 30,000 financial brothers. And our goal is to get those as each individual district. The goal is to get that 30,000 on board. And we definitely want to do it by the next conclave for sure. The DR has done a wonderful job with being proactive in retention and reclamation and make it in the forefront of his agenda also. And backtracking a little bit, the motto, the international motto is each one bring one. And this goal is so important that it's a nationally mandated program. And if it's a nationally mandated program, brothers, you know this is for real. This is how important it is. Our motto is each one bring one. And what's significant about that motto is that it's putting reclamation and retention in every brother's laps. It's everyone's responsibility for reclamation and retention. It's the chair people's responsibility to guide them, but it's every brother's responsibility. So every interaction with every brother that you have, keep that in the forefront of your mind to ask that brother, if he's not financial, to get financial. Back to our DR. Our DR has an aggressive goal for us to get 1,000 members by the next conclave. He set a goal for each individual chapter, and each individual chapter has that goal. I hope you've reached that. If you haven't, you need to push as hard as you can for it, because we want you to try to get it accomplished. And it's never too late. You need to keep pushing, keep calling, keep contacting brothers, let brothers know what the structure is and how they can make payments for it. So it's so important. The DR made the comment about encouraging undergrads to transition into your chapter. What you can do as a chapter is make your chapter undergrad friendly. Work with your undergrad members so when they graduate, they will know you personally and will make the transition so much easier. I'm going to end with saying that this responsibility, I want to tell you why it's so important, and we have to keep it in the forefront, is that we have to just always, you just can't ever not think about reclamation and retention when you're dealing with a brother, regardless of who it is. You can't assume that he's making his financial commitment. It doesn't hurt to ask.
Well, I think that's huge, and I appreciate that you beat me to the punch on asking for what would be the hard takeaway to make sure that we communicate with the brothers. And I think you just said it perfectly. Of it doesn't hurt to ask. Just that's got to be a part of the friendship that we have, right, with one another. That we can, hey, bro, what chapter are you connected to? Are you working? Are you financial? And that's something that we have to continue to do to continue to grow the fraternity. So, Brother Pruitt, I appreciate you. I appreciate the work that you're doing. I look forward to continuing to build and just making it bigger and better to get to the levels that we hope to get to.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you too, brother.
Yes, sir. Thanks for being here, Brother Pruitt. All right. So next up, we are going to talk about Achievement Week. So we have our Achievement Week awards that are coming due or very, very soon. So, Brother Chris Kennerly, thank you for taking the time to be on here again, trying something new. So I appreciate your patience with me and jumping on. Brother Kennerly, just tell us why the Achievement Week awards are special to you.
Good evening, Brother Bethay, and thank you for putting together this video. So, Achievement Week is special, I think, to all of Omega, particularly because it's an opportunity for chapters across the world to highlight the community service and social action programs of various chapters and individual brothers over the past fiscal year. It's a collection of the overall body of work for chapters, districts, and the fraternity at large. And it's what, it's the work that all of the brothers do that make us all proud to be Omega men.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's amazing because we do the work not to be recognized. Of course, we do it to make a difference, but there's something about the recognition, something about somebody saying great job. And I think that goes a long way, right? When you put a lot into something, it never hurts to be recognized and have it acknowledged that you put in that amount of time and effort into something.
Exactly. The Achievement Week awards specifically recognize those brothers and chapters. So, like you said, we don't do this for the recognition, but there comes a time when we do recognize brothers and chapters, and we show our appreciation for their service and their hard work.
Absolutely. So, Bro Kelly, from all your years of experience with this and kind of what we just went through in the last fraternity year, how do you expect this year's awards to be different, or do you expect them to be any different from awards in the past?
Well, I think the difference will be the fact that we will be evaluating both remote and in-person programs and activities. Although COVID was still very rampant during the last fiscal year, there were some chapters who still made it out to do in-person activities, of course, with the proper masking and social distancing, but were able to pull off some of their service projects in person. However, I think most chapters ended up doing their programs remotely, like some of the Founders Day programs and other programs that would normally be in person. One program that we will not evaluate because they were not held in person will be the talent hunt program. That's the only program that we are not evaluating as a part of the overall package for chapter of the year. So just keep that in mind, and we'll be sending out additional information about specifics about the Achievement Week Form 77s and packets coming up in the next week or so.
Great. Well, Bro Kenley, I know I appreciate the work that you do. It's something that probably can very easily go unseen as you're focused on recognizing people. So I just want to take a second to recognize you for the work that you're doing on the Achievement Week share. And is there anything that you want to leave the brothers with as far as your timelines or expectations of presenting an excellent packet to you this year?
As in normal practice, the Form 77s are due at the winter council meeting, which is February 20th of this year. So that deadline is going to be midnight, February 20th. I will send again additional information so that you know exactly what you need to submit. And I would just like to say that it would be great to have 100% participation, but I'll settle for 75% participation.
Got you. All right, bro, Kennedy. Well, thank you so much for jumping in. Appreciate you. And again, everything that you're doing. So you kind of hit on it, and it's a great segue to our talent hunt chair. So the one committee that won't have a chance to be recognized or be scored part of the scoring for Achievement Week, but kind of in a very unique way is we still get a chance to execute our talent hunt and just do it in different ways. So, Brother Mark Shaw, welcome. Thank you for taking the time to be here. Really appreciate you. You know, your leadership of the Talent Hunt Committee is very well known throughout the district. You are very buttoned up, great communication, very, very specific about what chapters are expected to do. What keeps you so enthused about the Talent Hunt?
Well, first of all, Brother Bethay, I would like to thank you for having the committee and myself on this evening. Thank you again.
Yes, sir.
What keeps me enthused is I live through the students. I don't have a skill set for the performing of visual arts. I grew up as an athlete. So I enjoy seeing the students, gain confidence as they, do their different performances and what have you. We have a philosophy with the Talent Hunt program. And as far as we're concerned, the students are there for 3 reasons and 3 reasons only. Number 1 is to display their God-given talent. Number 2 is to network with the other contestants because they could become future college classmates, future co-workers, or future lifelong friends. And the third and most important reason why the students are there to perform in the Talent Hunt, it's easy for me to say as the chair, it's easy for the individuals in the audience or brothers to say. But the most important reason for the students to participate in the Talent Hunt is for them to have fun. And they really do have a good time with this program, because it's amazing to see how the students gel together in a short time span. At the local level, it's in a day. On the district level, it's a day and a half, and at the international level, it's about 2 to 3 days. And when I say when they gel, they're exchanging information, they're follow each other on social media, and are keeping up with each other. So that's a joy to see. Also, too, we are preparing students for their next level in life. And what I mean by that is, we're preparing them for, applying to college and applying for a job, because, there's a process with Talent Hunt. They have to have a student application that they have to fill out. They have to have the parental consent and release form. They have to submit a 100-word or less essay as far as a bio is concerned. They also have to submit a photo. And this year, in the midst of COVID, they have to submit their performance video. Now, with that being said, it's a plus, because once again, we are honing them for their skills to apply for admissions to college, and the same skill sets that they use to apply for a job. So that's what keeps me going, living through the students, and I'm sure the brothers feel the same way.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's one thing that I love about so many of the things that we do. It goes beyond just the thing that you see. There's usually so much more that we try to make sure we impact our community, and in this case, the students. Like you said, teaching them so much more than just getting on stage to perform their talent. So I love that. So as we move from our traditional format to this virtual talent hunt, I guess on one hand, what challenges do you see? But more importantly, what opportunities do you see from having a chance to do this in a virtual format?
Some of the challenges that I see is not having the audience there for the students. A lot of times the audience will uplift the students and what have you. Another challenge is not being able to get into performing arts venues, not having the piano, not having the sound system, not having the proper lighting and what have you. So though that's a challenge. I think the last challenge is chapters having to go virtual for the first time, and this is it'll be a learning process for us all. So those are the main challenges that we have. As far as opportunities are concerned, I mentioned the audience before, but by it being virtual, the students' performances will be viewed all over the country, and that can lead into other opportunities for the students. It can lead into scholarships for them, and the video that they submit to us, they could use for a college admissions tape video. They can also use it for other performing arts competitions, and they already have their packet ready to go. But I think by going virtual, also it allows Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated to continue to have their mandated programs, which is a plus for all of us. It's a plus for all of us, and the talent hunt performances. Lastly, the talent hunt performances will be in the archives of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity forever through the virtual process.
Excellent. Good point. Great point. Well, Brother Shaw, I appreciate you and what you do for Talent Hunt and what you do for the students. I know we've had quite a few students from the Cincinnati area that we've been really proud of their performance and really proud to send them on to the district Talent Hunt under your advisement. So, we appreciate everything that you do and continue to do it for the students, like you said, to make sure that they have fun with the process. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. And I would also like to acknowledge the local chapter chairman. I mean, they do the brunt of the work, and they are going out to getting the students. And I would also like to pass along that it's everybody can be it's almost like the reclamation and retention. Everybody can refer a student to participate in the Talent Hunt program.
Yep, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brother Shaw. And, I think next up, this is a great transition to where we typically would have our students have a chance to perform, right? Would be at our district meeting. So next up, we're going to bring up Brother Daryl Cameron, our district marshal. Brother Cameron, you are getting a chance to be the district marshal in obviously the most unique time in Omega, right? You've had one district meeting postponed, canceled. I don't know what the wording is. Postponed, we'll call it. And now you're getting a chance to plan a virtual district meeting and try to make the most of it. So, brother, stage is yours. Just talk to us, Brother Cameron. How are you all handling things inside Omicron? How are you working through all the changes that we've had?
Well, first of all, Brother Bethay, I want to thank you for this opportunity to speak and address to the brothers of the 4th District. Yes, it has been a challenge, and it's been a roller coaster ride for the brothers here at the Omicron chapter of putting together a district meeting that we worked extremely hard to put together over the last 3 years, and was hoping that we could celebrate and have a great showing at our district meeting last year. But unfortunately, things changed. But it did not discourage Omicron brothers. We said, okay, let's just roll up our sleeves and make it happen virtually. So it is a challenge, but it's nothing that an Omega man can't accomplish. We're given the opportunity. So we look at this as an opportunity to be the first chapter in the district to host a virtual district meeting, to where it's a lot of components that have to come together. And this is a first, so it's a trial and error, and we're hoping and praying that we can send our DR out with a bang. The one thing that I'm sensitive to as being a former DR is that you always like to send an outgoing DR with a great district meeting. So that is our goal, Samarkand chapter, to make sure, given what we have, to make sure it's a great showing for our DR.
Absolutely. And Brother Cameron, I need to apologize for not recognizing you as our 27th 4th District representative. So please accept my apologies there. But I need to give you that respect as our 27th 4th District DR. So
Brother Bethay, I don't get hung up on that, man. I'm just happy to be a part of this right here.
I know, and I appreciate you for that. So, and I guess I'll actually pose this to both Brother DR, Brother District Marshal, Brother Past DR. So what can we expect from this year's district meeting? Obviously, we got to handle the business of Omega. We have elections that have to happen in this virtual format, and I can even speak to that as a part of the IT committee. But overall, Brother District Marshal, I'll start with you. But what can brothers expect from this year's district meeting as we try to handle the business of Omega and still execute as we're expected to?
Well, we're going to try to definitely be business as usual, and we're looking to possibly, depending upon how this all come together, starting on a Friday afternoon and going all day Saturday. But that's the DR's call. It's the DR's meeting, and I just try to do whatever the DR has planned. But what I can tell you is that we are in the process of revising our budget that we will present at the Winter Council meeting. The cost of registration will go down, but it will be a cost, and all of that will be approved at the district meeting. And we're also going to have gifts for the brothers, and I think the brothers is really going to like the gift that we've picked to send to the brothers. So those things, as well as a virtual ad book, souvenir book. So brothers will still have the opportunity to have a brotherhood ad. Chapters have the opportunity to put an ad in, as well as any brother that's running for office to let it be known to the district of their expectations or what they're looking to do. And with that, we're looking to also have commercials within our ad book, and I'm going to work with Brother Bethay and some brothers here locally to make sure that is a nice taste. Again, my goal and Samarkand's goal is to make sure we send our district representative out with a bang.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brother DR, anything that you want to add to your final district meeting as DR?
Well, Brother Bethay, I mean, when all of this was first unraveling, Brother Cameron just said it. You usually like to have your closing meeting as a district rep. You'd like to go out in a bang, and the COVID dampened that to a degree, but we've since recovered, and we have a plan. Brother Cameron outlined it, very well. We talked about, we'll still have the ad book, we'll still have, commercials. It'll be, high quality, virtual business and entertainment. So we've embraced it. We're excited, about, this now opportunity, to be the first. It will be a 2-day meeting, and we're going to execute every program that we would have with some creativity. You heard Brother Shaw and the talent hunt. Those will be, we'll still do the talent hunt, albeit virtual. So a lot of the things that we've got accustomed to doing in person, they'll be done virtual. Very comparable to the production that was put on at the Grand Conclave and the virtual Founders Day. And those two events got just about as high a mark or high a rating as you could possibly get. So we're excited about putting on a production that the bros can see virtually, similar to like a TV production of a Super Bowl. Sometimes I like seeing the Super Bowl at home, versus being in the stadium. So I kind of compare it to that. So you'll get the same quality. It'll just be a virtual production.
Gotcha. Well, Brother Cameron, I know you're hard at work. I'm here to help. I think the brothers of the district are excited to see how this works, and we all here to help. So, any closing words from you, Brother Cameron, that you want to add for the brothers?
No, I mean we're working hard. Look forward to having a virtual celebration for the 80th district meeting with the brothers, and we don't run away from our fears. We attack them head on, and this is something new that we've made up in our mind here at Simon Cron chapter as well as the district, that we're not going to allow COVID to stop the program and stop us from being successful in what we do. So we accept the challenge, and we're looking forward to great results. As people always say, the reward is always bigger than the challenge. So that's my closing statement.
Gotcha. Well, bro, thank you. Looking forward to a big reward and a great meeting under your leadership. So, thank you again, Brother Cameron.
Thank you, Brother Bethay. I appreciate it. Brother DR, appreciate the opportunity to share the screen with you as well.
My pleasure. And you as well, Brother former DR.
Well, Brother DR, I know I didn't quite inform you that you was going to be on the screen with me the whole time, but I appreciate you sharing this screen with me and being a part of this. We'll keep making it better. That's all we have for tonight. Any closing words from you?
No. Long live Omega Psi Phi and long live the mighty 4th District. Stay tuned. More to come as we approach the 4th District meeting in April.
All right, signing off. District Chronicle Virtual Edition.